Yes. It's called Mr Tusk. It doesn't seem like a serial killer, it just seems like bio and me one from New Zealand. Like a single source, natural honey. This behind the door story, one that spans across the side of the room. Today I'm wearing this thing so that I can vlog properly, because when I'm in the house I like to just chill, but I also want to talk to you, so that's what I've got on. I had this honey for the night in case I needed it, in case my cough got really bad, but I think it's doing a lot better, so I am feeling better. Now it's gonna get super dark because I need to open the curtains. Get some light in here. Basically, my husband has gone to drop off his brother at the airport, so I have a few hours this morning by myself. So I've actually upped the frames per second, so maybe, hopefully it will be a little bit more clearer. I'm gonna just watch me do some crazy stuff. But I need to open it, so right. The aesthetic that I had in mind this morning, I'm gonna wash my hands. This one is absolutely fine. It doesn't break every time. I have so much instant coffee to use because I don't like drink it anymore. So I'm thinking today I just have this and try to finish as much of it as I can. But yeah, it's gonna go off if I don't try to drink it every now and then. Oh, and it already has. It says February 2026. Okay, this is all you'll see me drinking from now on. I'm just gonna Google if the coffee's okay. It doesn't actually smell spoiled or rancid, I don't think. It smells like coffee. I'm just gonna try and finish this and hope that nothing happens. I don't think it will, but let's see. Let's at least try to have a cup of it. It was a gift for my partner. He works in a school, so you get stuff like this sometimes. I actually used to watch Sonic the Hedgehog, isn't it? Oh yeah, I remember that big guy with the mustache. What was his name? He was the bad guy, right? With the mustache. And then there's some other hedgehog looking girl in it. Yeah. Anyways, I'll warm some milk up. Once it's on. I also washed these sheets yesterday. 65, not too bad. What do you guys think of this? I should probably change it and put something different on it. Bring some more greenery into the hallway. Need greenery everywhere we go. So much. I should need to water this guy. Coffee time. Try this stuff. I'm gonna put 2 in. I used to only drink 1 spoon, and then I think maybe I just grew up. I have stronger coffee now, but this will finish a lot quicker if I have 2 spoons anyway. Let me check the date on the Kenko. I don't know if it's sealed either. Ah, this one's sealed, which is really good. Really good, because it says July 2026, but it will have better flavour because it's been sealed. It smells toast. It smells like coffee. It smells like some good coffee. Add some milk. Which, oops. Hot! Hot! I have just ruined my tongue this morning. Oh my god, that was hot. Ooh, that steamer really heats up the coffee, huh? Oh god, it's spilling everywhere. Spilling. It's hot because of this milk. And because it's flipping boiling water. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be a good idea. But it tastes okay. I wanted to put all this foam on top as well. I need to have a bunch of fruit this morning. Probably have it with yogurt. So I'm doing a full scoop of granola because I want better hair, skin and nails. Which is what it says on the packet. So I got my hair cut yesterday. Unfortunately can't show you, but it's about up to here, which is a bit shorter than it usually is. And she did a nice blow dry as well. She curled it and then combed it out and it was looking really cute. I just added the collagen. But for some reason I keep spilling everything today, this morning. So I bought loads of fruit when I went to Tesco after my hair appointment yesterday. So I have loads, not like just breakfast stuff, but stuff for a poke bowl, which I'll make later. Gonna wash these. The strawberries are actually reduced, but they're really nice still. The raspberries also reduced, but nice. Yesterday, I also have this fruit platter that I got from Costco because it was lunchtime and I was looking for some fruit that I could just have. So I just ended up getting this whole platter and then took the rest home, put it in the fridge and then took the rest home. So I'm not a big fan of melon. I don't love melon. Should probably put it in a tub. I'll probably do that after this. Watermelon is helping my tongue. The tongue I just burnt. I just want to speak a little bit about something we were watching yesterday. One of the weirdest films. I don't know, it was just beyond weird, bizarre, strange, all of the above. It's called Mr Tusk. How do I explain this? So it was about a serial killer, about this guy who makes podcasts. And he finds this, so the serial killer guy, it doesn't seem like a serial killer, it just seems like an old man who may have had a lot of like experiences living in Canada. And the podcaster basically goes there to, I guess, interview him. And the old guy talks about his experiences being on a ship, on a boat or something, and then he gets lost at sea. And he has to survive. He loses people and he goes through a lot. And at sea, he basically said that he survived because of a walrus. The guy who's trying to interview him suddenly collapses on the floor because I think the walrus guy, I'm gonna call him the walrus guy now, he put something in his teeth. And so I'm trying to do two things at once. He collapses and then when he wakes up, he's in a wheelchair and the walrus guy is like telling him all these lies about what happened to him, how a spider basically bit him and it's poisonous, and this doctor came and to treat him. And he's like, why am I not in a hospital? Like, just asking all these normal questions. And he was this doctor, can I speak to the doctor? And he's like, the doctor had to go. He basically tells him to look at the cloth that's on his lap and uncover it, and he basically sees that his leg's not there, and then obviously he's in so much shock and he's like panicked and obviously just saying like, oh my god, where's my leg, what's happened to my leg? And the walrus guy's like, we had to amputate it to save your life. And then he's like, I want to speak to the doctor, and why didn't you just take me to a hospital? And he's like trying to ask for his phone, like he needs to tell his family and all this stuff. And the walrus guy is like, no, telling him basically that phones aren't allowed and making up stuff. And it's just definitely not believable. So the podcast guy definitely just thinks, what the hell is going on? What has this guy done to me? Who is this psycho? And he's like, supper's gonna be ready at 6. He's just being the most bizarre person, just like mocking him for his pain. And believe it or not, we're going on the lines of Frankenstein here. So if you can guess, my husband was asking me, because he's seen like clips and stuff before, so he knew what happened, and he asked me like, what do you think's gonna happen? He would never be able to guess, and I kept saying things, and one of the things I said was, he's gonna turn this guy into a walrus. He's gonna put his body parts like together and all of that. And after a while, he was like, you can stop guessing now. And I felt like I said something that was right. Unfortunately, yeah, this film was about him turning the podcast guy into a walrus. Very weird, honestly. Absolute craziness. I was in disbelief on what I was watching. At one point, I was just like, my husband called it fight or flight mode, because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I don't know if I recommend you guys to watch this film, but I guess it was good acting. And then I won't spoil any more for you and like tell you who else was in it and stuff, unless I just put a spoiler alert right now and I tell you. So I'll just let you, I don't know, skip this for the next 30 seconds. The detective in this turns out to be Johnny Depp. But you can't tell it's him at first because he's acting as this French detective. Really strange acting there as well, but really funny, I suppose. There was like a comedy kind of aspect to this film, but yeah, he's the one hunted this guy down. He's done this to so many other people, like I think 20 something other people. You have to watch it because of how bizarre it is. Never seen anything like it. Just not possible, like, well, possible to do that anyway. So that's gonna give you some comfort when you're watching it, that this is not real, this can't be real, you can't do that to a human. It's just not gonna work. Right, so I've got my fruit here. I'm not the hugest fan of raspberries, but I need to eat them before they go completely gone. Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? Right. As you can tell, I'm pretty clumsy. I am a clumsy person. I also got some flaxseed. Look, here it is, this huge packet here. Okay. Don't want to get the seal. Keep it fresh. It's also fibre, protein, and high omega-3. So it's basically 100% organic flaxseed. So it's not processed. Whereas the granola is. Definitely a generous amount. It says add 20 grams to your favourite dish, and 20 grams is like 2 dessert spoonfuls. So I think that is, or maybe more. It is a bit processed, but I would have to make a lot of granola to keep me going. But I did buy something that has less sugar in it. It still has sugar in it, but this is the healthiest that I could find, which is a buy and meal one for Costco. And if you look at the sugar per serving, it is 5.8 grams, which sometimes it's double the amount in other granolas. Like if I look at this one, the sugars per serving are 7.8 grams. So a little bit more. This is per 60 grams. This is per 45 grams. So it's actually even more sugary, because if you have less of it, you'll have less sugar. You probably have only about 4 grams sugar in the same serving. That's really good. But of course you can make your own. But sometimes you have to take into account if you do add any form of sugar to it, like if you add in maple syrup, golden syrup, honey, like they all have like natural sugars. Have to keep that in mind. I also like to add chia seeds, so add a bit of those. Okay, so we've got the manuka honey from New Zealand. add some of that. I'm gonna go eat this now. Very sweet, but it's very good for you. Also, it does say add to your smoothie or granola, use as a natural sugar alternative, enjoy in your tea or toast. It doesn't say too many like nutritional benefits of manuka honey, but I would definitely read up about that. I might do like a post or something about manuka honey. So many antioxidants. So yeah, I guess what I was saying was you want to see if your honey is from the same place, from one main source, and that means it's the most natural because it's coming from like that one set of bees, the one bee farm, and it's not mixed with all these different honeys, and you don't know what the honey company has done with that honey and what else they've mixed into it. So the best way you can get like a single source natural honey is by just looking at where it's come from and if there's any other honeys that are mixed with it. When it comes to manuka honey, it's usually from one place. I definitely need to read up more about it to tell you exactly what it is and stuff, but I'm just gonna try and have my breakfast before it goes cold. I mean before my coffee goes cold. So I'm back after having breakfast. I just folded a bunch of sheets that I had put outside yesterday. Just show you what it's looking like. Could have actually done some more laundry, but I mean I just put this one away, so I'm done with that. I just wanted to show you like this behind the door storage, which is really good to keep anything in, really. Like it can be shoes, it can be just anything that you have that you need to store, but I put all my headscarves in here, hijabs, and it's just a handy way to store them all and like see which colour I want and that kind of thing. And it's just because I also don't have the storage for all of these in my wardrobe at the minute. I'll show you my wardrobes actually. They are the same wardrobes that came with the house, and I haven't changed them yet, but they are a little bit broken. Like this one's sticking out a bit for these clothes because I was sorting out my clothes in there, but it just has too many clothes. One that spans across the side of the room, that's like a sliding wardrobe. So yeah, we'll think about getting that.